Hello everyone, welcome to this course. So this course is about deploying Oracle databases using Ansible, which is a simple automation tool. If you go to the Ansible website, so basically it is a configuration management tool. So we can use this tool to install our Oracle database and simultaneously. So it is written in Python and PowerShell. So it is similar to the Puppet and Chef, but the main key difference in Ansible is which makes it a leading configuration management tool. Unlike Puppet and Chef, Ansible doesn't require an agent to run on the remote servers. It just requires a central server, and even the central server is also not mandatory. So basically, let me show you what we are going to create in this course. We are going to create this architecture. So there will be a central server which will be of t2.micro, and there will be 3 remote servers. One will be of Oracle DB development, then staging, then production. So suppose there is a scenario, your manager told you to create the 3 databases servers for the development environment, then staging and production. First you will go ahead and install a database on development server, then you will install on staging, then you will install on production. So rather than that, with the Ansible, what we can do, we can run a script and it will automatically deploy the databases in all the servers simultaneously. So we will be going to use the Oracle 12c release 1 database, and the instance type I'm going to use for the database servers will be the t2.large, which will have 8 GB RAM and 2 virtual CPUs. So this whole architecture can be created within $1. So because only in the free tier only t2.micro is available, you can create the database servers on the t2.micro instance type also, but it will degrade the database performance and there will be some amount of delay in database installation or the database software installation, as Oracle recommends at least 4 GB RAM for the 12c databases. So that is the reason I'll be using the t2.large instance type. The reason why I chose AWS for my servers is I can use the virtual machines also, but why don't use a thing that is available for us? So rather than creating the 4 virtual machines, so what I can do, I can simply go to the console and deploy the AWS virtual machine and install Ansible into that, and we can test this architecture. So if I show you, we will so this was the script which I run in the one of the servers. So basically there will be steps. First we'll set up our Linux server by installing the required packages, setting the kernel parameters, creating the groups, creating the user. Then we are going to install the Oracle database software. Then we'll create the listener, then we'll install the database, and finally we'll perform all steps like creating Oracle home, Oracle state variable, and all these steps. So basically we are going to use the Oracle 12c release 1. So we have to put the zip file, the database zip file, in the central server, that it will automatically send the data files from the central server to the remote server. And one more thing, that the only required thing the Ansible is that these remote servers have Python installed. So Ansible is written in Python, so there must be Python installed in all these servers, and there must be Ansible installed in our central server. So that is the only requirement for configuring the Ansible with our Oracle database. Basically Ansible was acquired by the Red Hat in 2015. Now it has created many more products like Ansible Tower, where you can use the GUI form rather than the CLI, and there is also Ansible Galaxy. So basically with the Ansible you can also create your infrastructure, like you can create EC2 instances. This is a part of a DevOps tool. Like Puppet and Chef are also configuration management tool, and Docker is the containerization technique. Through Docker we can achieve the containers and Vagrant is for the creating a virtual machine by the code which is infrastructure as a code. It is a product of HashiCorp. And Jenkins is for CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. So our main focus of this course will be on Ansible. So whenever you create a Ansible playbook or Ansible file, the code must be written in the YAML language. So I'll give you a basic overview about the YAML language, but I'm not going to deep dive into the Ansible syntaxes and all. Basically the main focus of this course is Oracle database automation, and I'll be writing the code, and I'm sure that you will learn about the Ansible's terminology and about the Ansible playbook once you will go through all the lectures and write the code by yourself. The reason why I create this course is because as a DBA we must know how the DevOps work, how the automation works. So this is a very good article of the To The New 10 mistakes to avoid while implementing DevOps. If I go to the point number 8, which is ignoring database, so you can see this, the database is one of the important key areas which is missed while implementing DevOps. While DevOps expands rapidly, the database lags behind. Because of complete automation of database, the professionals lay full emphasis on code management, continuous integration, etc., but fail to automate the databases. The database handling must be properly done, and it is very important for data-centric application. The database plays a major role in such applications, and it needs to be automated and rapidly expand along with DevOps. So now let's jump into our Oracle database automation with Ansible journey. So in the upcoming lecture we're gonna learn about how we can configure Ansible on Linux, how we can create a central server, how we can set up a SSH connection with our remote server. So let's start our journey.